Hello guys, today I'm looking at Gravity Rush 2. I love the first one and I'm so happy to see it get a sequel. I guess what's really cool about this game is you also have different modes of gravity. So the big new mechanic is that you have the lunar boots and the Jupiter boots. And so the lunar set basically allows you to be super light so you can fly way farther and have way less gravity. But the Jupiter boots essentially gives you a lot of force and a lot of basically a lot of weight essentially. And so that's very decent for combat and stuff like that. And honestly, I liked using the lunar boots because they let you like go really far and you basically just float everywhere. It's really cool actually, but that also impedes you when you need to get down somewhere quickly. So pretty much all the basic mechanics are here. You still have Kat and she's able to float through the air, destroy a bunch of stuff by kicking it. She has her basic combos still, picking up items and throwing it at enemies, destroying their little eyeball socket things. Being able to manipulate space and gravity. It's, all the basic things are still here along with those new mechanics I mentioned. The reticles have also been improved, so you have a lot better idea of what you're aiming at too, which is nice. So what's interesting about this game is now, again, there's a whole new, brand new story. You go to a bunch of different locations as well. And when the game actually starts off, you're actually in this weird mining operation down below kind of the high pressure areas below the clouds. And so you kind of get this look into what is below the clouds and this very dangerous, dense area filled with dark creatures and stuff. And what is also seen is just generally the inhospitable environments, that it's just actually dangerous to actually even breathe the air down there. And so part of the story is that you actually go down deep enough that you find like another civilization and another kind of area filled with kids, essentially, that you need to rescue and bring back to the surface. And there's that central tower in the center of the world that you end up getting to explore more of. And yeah, it's just really cool. Bia Kat is still her old goofy self. She's a lot of fun to play with and play as. And, she's gets up to different shenanigans in this realm. What's also very nice in this game is that she has a lot more costumes to choose from. In fact, I think she actually got a 2B costume from Nier Automata. So there's a lot of things that are new about her character in this game, and a lot of the abilities. The one thing I like but also dislike is that in the other half of the game, you essentially go back to all the old places of the first game. And so you have to like redo a bunch of like areas you've already done before. And the game feels much longer because of that, and not in a good way. It's kind of like, well, this is kind of made for people who played the first game, not for people who didn't play the first game. So a lot of this stuff feels like very familiar. Like you go through all the old sectors of like the old world and they're included in here. And it's nice to include them to be accessible, but they also deal as if you've never seen them before, and you have a bunch of objectives part of the story in them as well. And it just feels like a lot of extra padding that we didn't really need. Meanwhile, the new areas that take place up above are these sort of more commercial districts. There's this very kind of rich district, which is all gardens and mansions. And so you have, again, a whole new world and a whole new layer essentially to explore in the Gravity Rush world. I just wish it actually just focused specifically on that area and also the new areas beneath the clouds, because it was almost like too much content. Like I don't need to retrace my steps back through the old game and do all these other objectives and stuff, but they put it in there anyway. Also, the ending to this game is really cool. It has a huge, massive finisher, and Raven also plays a much bigger role in this game. But the end boss is something that was really cool, and I was glad to see how hard they went with this game as a sequel. They kind of like, oh, this is our shot. We're going to make, the best Gravity Rush we possibly can. And I was really pleased with it. Again, the only other issue is that it was just a little bit too long, honestly. But yeah, what starts off as Kat basically gathering ore for her sort of, as her new job and defending her settlement, turns into a much bigger conspiracy with the occupying government. and also the origin of these creatures as well. Something that was funny, I just kind of noticed when I was playing this game on PlayStation, is that all the achievements, most of them reveal like a different part of Cat's alternate costumes, but because they're spaced out together, they have like extended foreheads and stuff, and it just makes her look very silly. I don't know. Yeah, there's not really much else to say about this game. It's just more of the same, slightly extended and better story. And yeah, it's just fun. It's really good. I really enjoy this game. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. I'll see you later. Bye.